Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is William Rivera, and in this channel we talk about making money online. And in this video specifically, I'm going to be breaking down the exact framework that took me from $0 working at an Amazon warehouse, only getting paid $11 an hour, to making over $10 million with my online business. Now, in a world where everyone's trying to show you how to make money, we see millions of ads every single day, it's hard to realize and figure out what method actually works, right? So I'm literally going to show you in this video what has worked for me in the past couple years, and all of this is coming from my experience. All right, now this framework, I call it the I.C.E framework. Again, this is a method that I created in the past couple years of me grinding in entrepreneurship, going through multiple hustles, tried multiple businesses, and eventually I figured out what worked for me, made over $10 million by the age of 23. Okay, so again, this framework is called the I.C.E framework. Make sure you're taking notes, make sure you're writing this down, because this will work for you if you put in the work. All right, now the I in the I.C.E framework stands for information. I wouldn't have got to where I am today if I didn't seek out information in what I specialize in, which is e-commerce, right? There was a moment in time, and I'm talking about years, where I was obsessed. I was watching every e-commerce video on YouTube. I was buying every e-commerce course. I was contacting as many e-commerce mentors as I could, and I was just trying to absorb as much information as possible. Too much information isn't always good, but you need to be knowledgeable in what you want to be an expert in first before you can ever be successful at it, right? So I gathered information, and here's the key right here. Don't just gather information from anyone, gather information from someone who has the results that you currently want, right? For example, I wouldn't take financial advice from my uncle if my uncle was broke, right? There's no point in that. I wouldn't take fitness advice from someone that didn't have the body that I want, right? So remember that. Only take information from people that have the results that you want. A couple years ago, when I was broke, I had nothing. I was on YouTube seeing people that were making a lot of money in e-commerce, and I listened to them because they were living the life that I wanted to live. And through all of that research, through gathering all that information, I became more knowledgeable in the subject, which allowed me to then take action in the information that I had then gathered. Hopefully you've been getting value, but I just want to let you know right now that if you go down to the link in the description, we still have spots left for this month to work directly with you on helping you make money on Amazon by selling name brand products like you see on the screen right here. All right. So again, if you're watching this and you have at least $5,000 to $10,000, or you got a 650 credit score that you can leverage to get credit cards to be able to buy products like this, go down below, click the link in the description, and watch that short training that I put together on how you can get started right now and make money on Amazon. All right, so I'm gonna let you get back to the video. See you soon. Which leads me to the C in the I.C.E framework, which is connect the dots. What do I mean by connect the dots? What I mean is success leaves clues, right? It is not impossible for you to make $1 million online. You know why? Because there have been millions of people that have already made millions of dollars online. So you can just reverse engineer what they did. And that's exactly what I did. I saw all these people making money, drop shipping, making money on Amazon. And I didn't sit down and try to create my own master plan or sit down and try to figure out how I could do it. I just looked at how they did it, and I reverse engineered how they got to where they are today, right? So connect the dots. If you want to be a successful gym owner, for example, don't just try to come up with how to be successful. Look at all the successful gyms in your area, figure out what they're doing right, figure out what they're doing wrong, and now you can create yourself a blueprint from their successes and their failures, and this will help you level up in that industry. What are they doing good in their marketing? What ads are working for them? What content is working for them? What isn't working for them? And through that, through you connecting the dots of a already successful business, this will allow you to then have your own blueprint that will work for you, and it will work for you because it's worked for other people as well. Now, the last part of the I.C.E framework is actually the most important part, and it's the most cliche part. And when I say this, you're gonna be like, Will, I hear this all the time. Well, it's because it's true. The E in I.C.E stands for execute, right? I know a lot of you guys have probably heard knowledge is power. Well, it's BS. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is where the true power is, and I'm gonna tell you why. I know a lot of people with a lot of degrees. I know a lot of people that have read all of the books. I know a lot of people that buy all the courses, go to all the masterminds. They've been to 10X conference 10 times already, but guess what? They're still not making any money. And you wanna know why? Because they have all the knowledge, but they're not applying it. So you could watch this video today and a year from now still be broke because you didn't do anything with the information you got in this video. You could buy the #1 e-commerce program in the world. You could buy the #1 real estate program in the world. But guess what? After you're done watching it, it's not gonna add money to your bank account. You still have to execute. You still have to implement the information. You still have to get that dog in you and put in that dog work. All right. So again, you got to execute, and I can't teach that. No one can teach that. You just have to want it as bad as you say you want it. So again, the I in I stands for information. Gather the right information from the right people. The C stands for connect the dots. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Figure out how someone else became successful and reverse engineer how they got there. And the E simply stands for execute. Now that you have the information, now that you connected the dots, you have to simply execute relentlessly until you get to where you want to be. It might take you longer than you think, but if you stay consistent, you will get there. When I started in e-commerce at 17 years old, I thought by age 19, I was gonna be a millionaire. I didn't make my first million until I was like 22. And if I would have quit at 19, then I would have never hit that first million. So it might take you longer than you think, but if you stay relentless, if you stay consistent, you will get to where you wanna be. I hope you found value in this video. And guys, if you liked it, please like the video, comment, and subscribe, because I'm seeing that over 70% of the people watching my videos aren't subscribed. So come on, I'm giving you all this value for free. The least you could do is subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching this and you want to learn how to start your own e-commerce business by selling name brand products online, I host a free workshop every single Sunday. You can find the link to that workshop in the description down below. Again, this is William Rivera, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.